Hey, in this video, we're doing a quick Q&A with fitness celebrity and best-selling author Chalene Johnson on the new YouTube Live app. Checking it out. We're just going to test out some of the features and answer some of your questions.
And my questions.
And some of Chalene's questions. And hey, you know, if you're just joining or you're new here to Video Influencers, this channel is all about helping you build your influence, income, and impact with online video. We see people coming on here right now.
That's
Thomas,
so cool.
We got GU Official, we got AJ Vlogs, Sophie, Foreign Taco, Real Beal, Brian Roman. Hey, so good to see you guys.
Brian, you're early.
Now,
nice job.
One of the things that's incredible about the YouTube Live app is filters. And oh no, they're not actually there on my phone.
Why?
So
they were on mine.
They were on yours, and so maybe it's a.
We could show them on mine.
Yeah, let's pull it up.
Okay.
Hey, Daniel. Hey, Android Inc. Hey, AJ Vlogs. Hey, you know, we've had Chalene on Video Influencers before. She has a lot of great content out, helping people with Instagram, especially with Facebook and Facebook Live. And we would love to answer any kind of questions you have about building your brand online. Plus, we just wanted to test out this live chat feature. And so we're seeing your comments coming on. That is awesome.
Can I ask, do you know if you can, like if there were a crazy person on here, like spamming us, could you block a comment?
Could you block a comment? Let's touch the comments. Remove, report,
okay,
put
cool.
user in timeout. I don't want to do that.
Wow.
You could put users in timeout. You could tag people. So, hey, keep it real. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Lorenz. Hey, if you're just joining, you know, we're just hanging out here on a Saturday. We're about to shoot some videos. And here's a question. Any tips for starting to generate traffic? That's a great question. That's a broad question. But Chalene, what would you say for somebody that wants to be getting more traffic?
You know, traffic to your website, I assume is what you mean, as opposed to a social media platform. I think the key to generating traffic is consistency, quality, and authenticity. So if you just keep showing up without intentions of driving traffic, but yet knowing that ultimately you're trying to give people enough information that they want to learn more, you just got to be consistent about that. And most people aren't. They think, okay, I'm going to do it for like a week, and then they drop off. If you want it to work, you've got to show up.
That's so good. Now, the YouTube Live app is out now, so we're actually on my iPhone 6s Plus, and we are shooting right from the phone here on Wi-Fi. And right now, only 10,000 subscriber channels have access to YouTube Live, but everyone's going to be getting it. So you'll be able to go live from your phone probably in the next few months. There's a lot of cool features with it, including filters, which for some reason I don't have them.
But we're about to show them.
But we're about to show on Shalene's phone. Are you going really real live or fake?
But I'm fake live. I'm
unlisted live. Okay,
yes.
Great. So we're actually going to show what you'll see on the screen. And so see these boxes at the bottom? You get these filters on YouTube Live, including a glamour filter.
Which is a game changer.
It's the game changer, right? So YouTube's the first live platform to have...
That alone won my heart over. You know what I'm saying? So you can see these little filters, and you can see my newly painted red nails for Valentine's Day.
Bon Qui.
Yes, these are my Bon Qui-Quis, but the filter game is huge.
Love it, love it. And so you definitely have the filter game. You also have some cool chat features. Now I'm curious, there is a feature called Super Chat, and I think we need to set up in the back end of our channel that actually allows people to pay $1 or pay $2 and have their comment pinned. But I don't think we have it set up. Maybe we do. And if you want to give $1 today to test out the Super Chat feature, that would be awesome.
Which is so weird.
And then what else do you get? I think subscribers, you probably got notifications, and so you could give us some feedback. One bummer is the questions are going so fast and then they disappear. It's kind of hard to do.
So you can't scroll like you can on Facebook?
Okay, you can.
Oh, look at that.
That's great. Okay, so let's check it out. Someone said, I love your podcast, Chalene.
Thanks. Can I ask the people who are with us here now, how did the notification show up? Like, did you get a notification to your phone, and did you set that setting in advance, or were you like, what's this? Because I haven't seen any notifications.
Yes, got a notification.
Interesting.
So, and that was a YouTube notification, right? So that's cool.
These comments are much faster than Facebook too. It feels like Facebook, there's a delay, and here I'm seeing your answers immediately.
Notification to my phone, so that's kind of cool. It dings on my phone, so that's cool. So
and it dinged on your phone, and it actually said a live video from Video Influencers. How did that show up?
Yep, notifications on my phone. Yes, set up on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And so Heather got a notification. Hi, Heather. And so the topic for today, we're actually doing Q&A with Chalene Johnson. If you're just meeting her, she's been a huge mentor in my life, helps a lot of people build their influence and build their income and impact using social media. Really a lot of specialty in Instagram, really big on Facebook and Facebook Live. But across the board, she has great tips. So if you have questions in general about how to get your message out there, how to reach more people, let us know, and we could scroll through to them. But they are going fast, Chalene.
Yeah, I know, they're so fast, which is kind of crazy. If you've not yet gone live or haven't done it on a regular basis, that's one of the first things you have to get used to, is balancing the piece of live that people love, which is you're actually listening to them. They're not watching a static video, it's interactive. But it's important that you have a balance. Like I've seen a bunch of people have asked, what's the topic today? What's the topic? If you get so caught up in comments as they're flying in quickly, it feels like there is no point to the live broadcast. So when you're planning to go live, my recommendation is start off right off the bat without waiting for people to enter the room. That is my number one pet peeve, is when people are like, okay, we're going live and we're just gonna give this some time for people to show up. No, just start. Because 90% of the people who will be viewing your video won't be watching it live. They'll watch it later anyway. So start off right off the bat telling people what you're gonna tell them. And then I'll usually explain, okay, I'm gonna go over 5 tips and I'm gonna answer your questions. But let me get through this first tip first, and then we'll get to your questions, so that people know that you're not ignoring them. You're actually reading their comments, and they're gonna get great content.
So good, so good. Somebody asked, what app are you using? One of the reasons why we wanted to do this was mainly just to test out the new YouTube Live app. So you're watching on that right now. Somebody else asked, how often should I be posting content? That's a great question.
I think it depends on the platform. YouTube Live, I don't know about YouTube Live yet, because this is obviously a relatively new development from your phone anyways for YouTube. Facebook, the more often you go live, the better. Assuming you're doing a great job when you go live, because Facebook picks up on your algorithm. So if people are like, yeah, I tuned in and it was really boring, they start hiding your live feed. And therefore, people will stop seeing your live. But if you deliver and it's exciting and it's fascinating and people can't look away and you're really engaging with people, your live Facebook feeds will build your Facebook following like you've never seen before. I mean, I can literally post a video on, and I'm not saying this I just want to explain that I have a lot of followers on Facebook, none of which I paid for. I've never paid for any of that. It's just through showing up consistently. But I'm telling you, once they introduce live, Facebook just pushes it into the news feed. So if you do them a favor by going live, they're going to do you a solid by pushing you into the news feed.
I love it. Now we're going to go rapid fire. We're going to take a couple minutes to answer some of your questions. Can a channel make only live content? Ian DeGo asks.
And I think we're talking YouTube or both.
I think anything. My answer would be yes.
Heck yeah.
If the content's good, I think live you could also, everybody has access to Google Hangouts in their back-end creator studio right now. You could use a webcam, you could sit in front of your computer, and you could just share great content. You can even share your screen really easy.
Yeah.
I think Facebook Live, I think YouTube Live, I think the answer on that would be yes.
Yes, most definitely on Facebook. If I can give you a great tip on your Facebook videos, and really all videos, people are watching them when they're not supposed to be watching videos, right? I mean, I'm not sure what you're doing on a Saturday, but if it's during the work week, most people are watching their videos on mute. That's why it's really important that you import those SRT files, which then put captions or subtitles under your video. And the first sentence that you have better be captivating, or people aren't gonna watch. If the first sentence I read says, hey guys, we're gonna wait a while before and let some people come in the room, you've already scrubbed past it. So use subtitles, upload those after you've gone live, and you'll see even better views and growth and what's the word when they go viral? Virality.
So good. Did you say 85%? That was a stat I heard. 85% of people are watching Facebook videos without sound.
I might have made that statistic.
No, I read it. No,
you did?
That's accurate. So
I've been known to make up statistics.
And then that also means adding captions even on YouTube is huge, powerful. That's a big question, Jonathan, but we will take it. How do you make your business grow?
By doing what's right. That's what I think. I worry less about growth and more about doing what's right and knowledge. Once you become hungry for knowledge, you can't help but get better. Like whether you're wanting to be better at your business or parenting or your marriage, when you realize you have potential for growth and you don't have all the answers, there are geniuses and great mentors in all areas of your life who want to share their failures and their successes. And if you learn from them, you'll get better at all things you do. Be hungry for knowledge.
I love it. Well, hey, we have a bunch of videos to shoot today. Thanks so much for joining us for this stream.
I think we should get to a few more questions.
You want to do a few more?
I think you're leaving too soon, James. People are asking.
Okay, we'll get it.
I did a test and didn't get any views. Let me respond to that. Don't worry about it, because you are likely to get reviews in the time after you went live. So never point out the fact that there's nobody watching. Like, just pretend like, oh, we have, all right, guys. So, and if you don't have questions, then you know the typical types of questions that people should have. So you can say things like, even though there's no viewers while you're live, they're going to be watching you in post. And if nothing else, you've got content that you can post in other places now. So you want to say things like, one of the most common questions I get is, and that way you don't have to rely on your audience being there to interact with you, but just assume that they will be.
So good. A couple questions came in about video ideas. What do I do if I'm running out of creativity? What do I do to come up with video ideas? What do you do, Chalene?
Yeah, it's funny. There's certain days, honestly, where I feel like I have too many ideas and not enough hours to talk. And then there are days when I'm actually have the ability to film. I'm like, okay, so what should I talk about? I try to talk about whatever I'm thinking about, because then it's top of mind. Maybe I'll listen to a podcast on a subject. Like this morning, I listened to a podcast on being fascinating. It was the Art of Charm podcast, and the topic was on how to be fascinating. And so I start thinking about that. Taking in that knowledge will give me my own opinion and some points to share in my own broadcast. So don't think that what you broadcast on has to always relate to your business. It can be just like what you're thinking about.
When it comes to live video, someone asked, should I have a schedule for when I'm going live? And do you?
You should, and I don't. You should. I mean, because, it's just like your television show. You know what days it's at least been recorded, even if you don't watch it live. Okay, it ran on Tuesday night. I can watch it on Wednesday morning. And that's showing up for people. It's that consistency that people start to become conditioned to expect. And I'm terrible at that. I know I need to improve that. But I try to balance that with like life, right? So if I get stuck on a schedule, then it doesn't allow me, I feel guilty if I'm not showing up for my social media platform, even though I shouldn't, because I need to be with my family that day. So that's why I don't create a schedule. But honestly, if you're trying to build any social media platform, the more consistency and a schedule you create, the better.
So good. Now, somebody asked, what keeps you motivated to keep going for success, especially when you feel like you've hit rock bottom? Thanks for the question, Jonathan.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Well, I would say that it's hard sometimes, and I think you have to give yourself permission. When you say rock bottom, you have seasons, we all do, of rebuilding, and you can't expect that everyone always feels on top of the world. And when you're in a season of rebuilding, whether it's because something has happened personally or mentally or in your business, it's okay to grieve, and it's okay to pull back, and it's okay to get excited about the future. I listened to an interview with James Altucher, who I just think is this like fascinating little genius guy.
I love that podcast.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
And he said that, when he hit rock bottom, he became very suicidal, lost everything, that the one thing that he did every single day was to learn something new. And that alone pulled him from the depths of despair. And I think it's true. When I learn something new, I feel good about myself. And that usually is the motivation you need to do more.
I love it. Well, Chalene, let's talk about some of the ways they could stay connected with you. I know you have a lot of stuff. And let me just say this. She has some things she can maybe talk about. But one of my favorite podcasts that has helped us here on Video Influencers, has helped Benji and I on my channel on Think Media TV, and just really think about building my brand online, is her podcast called Build Your Tribe. And so you just can go to the podcast iTunes store and you look up any app, Stitcher, and look up Build Your Tribe and binge listen to all the episodes. It's like a college course on like online marketing, internet marketing, building your email list, building all these kind of things that maybe you don't even know you need to do. I didn't know I needed to do them. And I've been following Chalene for a couple years, really before Benji and I started Video Influencers, and I would attribute it as one of the major strategic influencers that just helped us in our thinking and all these types of things for all of our projects. So that's one thing.
I appreciate that a lot. I think that would be, that's enough, right? Like I could send you a million different places. I'm in everywhere in social media, but if I could send you to a place that would really just help you, it would be, if you're trying to build your business, it would be to listen to Build Your Tribe. And if I give you one other piece of advice, it would be this. When you are taking in knowledge, pick a course. Like you just decide, I need to learn how to grow my email list, and only listen to podcasts on that topic because you're so creative. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. The downfall of that is we get distracted by every new thing. Oh, this person's talking about YouTube, and now they're talking about Facebook, and now they're talking about building your email list. And so we tend to jump and never finish what we need to first. So build your foundation, set a schedule of study. Like, okay, this month, all I'm gonna look at, I see that Sean's got new videos this month on doing Facebook or YouTube Live, but this is the month I'm gonna dedicate to growing my email list, and then only look at that type of content. Focus, focus, focus. I watched a documentary last night with, it's called The Making of Warren Buffett. And he said he sat down with, across the table from he and Bill Gates. And Bill Gates' father asked both of them, Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, what is the one thing you think has made such a difference in your life? And they said, write down one word. And they both wrote down on a piece of paper at the same time, the same word, focus, which is harder and harder to do these days. But the more you can do it, the more peace you'll feel and the more progress you'll make.
Love it, love it. Well, Chalene, thanks so much for being on Video Influencers. As we're testing out the YouTube Live app, we're going to be rolling out some new content. In fact, we'll maybe be on a few other channels today, going live, kind of looking at YouTube Live. Right now, this app that's on your phone is available if you have 10,000 subscribers, but it will be available to everybody. So I'd really recommend paying attention, thinking about how you could strategically use it, because you're going to be getting it. And then, of course, if you're not subscribed here on Video Influencers, definitely subscribe and stay connected.
I wonder where the subscribe button is while they're watching live. Do you guys see a subscribe button while you're watching live?
Do you see a subscribe button while you're watching live?
Let's see how quickly the comments come. I saw so good. Sean, can you suggest me video editing software?
Yeah, I'll do video editing. Video editing software under $100.
They can actually see the subscribe button. That's cool.
That's
can you
awesome.
tell us where it is? In what corner of the video do you see it?
And down in the right corner.
Thank you.
And some people are saying no, so it's interesting. Different apps, different phones, desktop versus mobile, I'm sure. Yeah. As far as the video editing software question, if you're just getting started, either iMovie or Windows Movie Maker for free, or Adobe Premiere Elements with the Photoshop bundle, so you can make your thumbnails, and so you can also do your video editing. That's probably my biggest recommendation. You could probably pick that up for $75 or something like that.
And almost every question I've read so far, I know that you can find that topic has already been covered in great detail on Sean's channel. So take a look at the playlist.
Yeah, check out everything. Can't wait to see you guys soon in the next video. Benji and I are getting together this next week. Guys, we're going to be hitting, it looks like 100,000 subscribers in the next few days. Wow. We're going to be celebrating. I'm flying up to Washington. Yeah, we're going to have a party.
Pop some champagne.
Flying up to Washington this next week, shooting some more videos. Cannot wait to hang out with you. And then Benji and I will definitely be going on the YouTube Live app as well. So we'll be doing more Q&A, and can't wait to see you soon. Thanks again for hanging out today and continuing to build your influence, income, and impact with online video. Chalene, thank you.